And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with head coach Keith Smart. Doris?
Guys, he anticipates they'll be able to take advantage of the perimeter defense they're facing today and convert a lot of easy chances and uncontested looks from the outside. We'll see if they can knock them down, Kevin.
Doris, thank you. You know, Clark, hard to create spacing without the threes.
I agree there. I mean, I'd say it's almost impossible with the size and speed of players in this day and age.
Miami with the ball, following the miss by Freak. There's the pick from deep, and he gets it to go.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that. Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. And now here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best teams from three-point land a year ago. Number 1, the Bulls.
You know, they went through stretches when they just didn't miss from beyond the arc. I mean, that carried them right to the top of that list.
Heat moving the ball around. Randall no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
From past the arc, and that drops in from beyond the arc. Three-pointer from Boss. Boss has got 11 points. Down low. Feeds to Kaminsky. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Inside, here's Boss. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up. Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
He's feeling it. And it's Chicago scoring again.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here. Well, we've got a moment to look back at last year's Bulls. First in scoring, first in assists, and they also were #1 in team shooting.
And when you score like these guys did last season, it gives you tremendous confidence. Just play solid defense, and you can win games.
Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Chicago. The Heat also with the sub. Winslow's checked in. Pass to Olsen. Here's Flanders, drills the leaner.
Sometimes folks forget about his decent mid-range jumper. He can knock those down all game given a chance.
Here's Boss, 15 points in the game. Here's Rose, and it's Chicago scoring again.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
And that one's good. He has 5. The Bulls leading by 4. Pass to Boss. To the middle. Here's Edwin. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Picked by Randall. Got a piece of it. Butler with the ball. Now guarded by Winslow. To the middle. Here's Boss. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they're not backing off at all, are they?
And Miami has possession. The Bulls getting the bucket. Olsen passes to Winslow. Picked by Randall. Torres. He's covered by Rose. Shot clock at 6. The feed to Winslow. And he overshot that one, missing. And so here is Chicago. 8-point game. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And in that game, guys, they were just about as dominant defensively on the interior as you could ever be.
And once they got a few rejections, they had opposing scorers looking for those long arms and hands. And it caused hesitation in taking shots in there.
There's Winslow after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. And again, it's the Heat missing.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Out to the right wing. And Joseph kicks to Butler. Joseph sets a screen for Butler. Here's Boss. It's hauled in by the Heat.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
And Miami has possession, trailing by 10. Misses the layup.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
He feeds it to Joseph. Outside Rose. Passes it to Boss. To the right side. Fires it up. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. And it's a 12-point Chicago lead.
Patience. Patience. Taking early threes is leading to long rebounds, which equal to transition points. Make the defense move, and let's pass up a good shot for a great
assist. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And fellas, I would say he's been overachieving a little bit lately. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things for the future.
The Bulls making a switch here. Roten's checked in. Jones with it. His last outing, he had 8 points. The shot, no good.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
To the left wing. 1:22 left in the first. Shots good from Butler.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we've got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
Here's Jones. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Jones, no luck. 56 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And there's the pass to Boss. There's the screen. There's the dish to Joseph. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. And now here comes Jones leading the break, and it's denied. Butler in the corner. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Here's Boss. 21 points in the game. Misses the wing J.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Here's Sampson, and he's good on the 3-ball. Sampson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The shot misses.
Okay, fans, now coming on the court are your Level Bulls. Make some noise and cheer them on.
Well, not exactly a close game so far. The Bulls leading by 8. Boss, he's in at shooting guard. He's out there with Derrick Rose, and it's Joseph in at center. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard. And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
The Heat have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. Bulls have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. Outside Rose. Pass to Boss. Here's Edwin. That one wide left. The Heat trail by 7. And a chance here to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Nets put on a show. He ended up with 65 points, and that was just the start of it, notching a triple-double for his effort in what was quite a display from him. It was a performance for the ages, and one that will have the whole league talking.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you've got a thoroughbred like him, I think you've got to ride him for as long as he'll carry you.
Here's Edwin. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And the Bulls lead by 11.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Flanders, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Lets it go from deep, and he sinks it from deep. Three-pointer good from Boss. Boss has got 28 points for the game. The Heat trail by 12. Here's the screen. Torres. He's covered by Rose. Torres, the pass to Kaminsky. And the Heat, another three.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
The Bulls leading by 9. Pass to Boss. Inside. And the dunk by Joseph.
Tacks a few more points on for their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Yes,
bringing it down hard,
yes,
my brother.
Yes, sir.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
Pass to Olsen.
Minutes.
1:58 left now here in the second. Just 5 to shoot. Good. 16 points for him.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Inside. Here's Boss. 28 points for him.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
The pass to Torres. And again, Miami with the triple.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
The Heat trail by 8. Pass to Olsen. Picked by Randall. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Here's the list of players who had the most steals in the NBA last season. Freak, number 1.
He was at the top of the list for good reason. I mean, this guy had fast hands, worked extremely hard, always moved his feet, and had an excellent basketball IQ.
Chicago leading by 8. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
That free throw good from Boss.
Just absolute domination in this one for Boss. 31 points, and the assist numbers tremendous.
His court vision is on par with anybody. I mean, he could not pass the ball any better than he is right now.
Back to Rose. Knocked away. Here's Edwin. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
He misses the free throw. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Chicago. And he sinks the second. And so here is Chicago. They'll be off to Boston for a meeting with the Celtics after this one. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
The Heat trail by 12. Picked by Randall. Butler with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. On up the court.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And that does it for the first half of play. It's Chicago as they end the second. And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.